They say that 19 is the number of God, according to some people. So let's just go with that and have a look at the digits 666 and 667. Obviously, we know that 666 is the mark of the beast, but I'm not sure that we know who or what exactly the beast is. And this creates a very big problem for us human beings here, learning our lessons and trying to better ourselves and do whatever we want to do in terms of our destination. And if you are a religious person, particularly if you have grown up in the Abrahamic traditions of Christianity, Judaism, and Islam in no particular order, then you will find that you probably believe there is a beast out there somewhere, that there is a devil, and that all your time spent praying and being the best person you can be is, resisting this beast. And they say that in the end times, humanity and a lot of humanity will bear this mark of the beast. And, the whole end fight, just like a Hollywood movie. Think of it like that, where you have good versus evil. Comes to the end, there's an ultimate fight. Good wins at the end of the day. That's what we know of the Bible. But if you look at the digit 666, you'll get 9. Because 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. Or 6 times 3 is 18. 1 plus 8, 9. So if we wanted to say that we are the beast, then we could sort of make sense of that story a bit better. And it's not a story that we have to take literally on the external. It's more of an internal fight. It's an internal battle between your lower self and your upper self, your better self, and of course, the self that you'd probably rather forget. And however our lower selves manifest, be them through, addictions, afflictions, disabilities, emotional issues, however it plays itself out, we always know that at the end of the day, our free will, can ultimately get us to a better place, a place of harmony and peace, however our circumstances appear on the outside. So if we are that number, the beast, 666, 9 representing the end, maybe we are the beast that has come to the end of its journey, the end of its reign. And that beast within us, which we would call the devil on the outside, though it is within us, because we have the devil and we have the God. We have both. Because of that, we know that we have to battle this demon within us. They say that, I was battling demons. It's a literal thing. So look at the number 667. 6 plus 6 equals 12, plus 7 equals 19. 1 plus 9 equals 1. Because 1 plus 9 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. And so I haven't really looked into this, but people do say for whatever reason that 19 is the number of God, and that number would be 1. And I guess you could interpret the number 1 in this case as the beginning, because although I go by the number 0 for God, someone else can say, well, no, actually, Eddie, number 1 is the number for God, because God is the beginning. But like I said before, understand is to accept, not to agree, so I can understand that viewpoint. So if we were taking the other person's viewpoint, in this case the number 1, the number 19, then we can say that this is the number of ourselves resurrected. This is ourselves as God. This is ourselves as a Christ. Once we have gone through the stages of the beast and we have come to that final battle where our inner beast fights against our inner God. And at the end of the day, our very conscious of this battle. People are looking at the wrong place. Too many people are focused on the wrong thing because they actually believe that there is an external devil, that somehow we are on one side and the devil is out there to get us. And so we have to do this ritual, we have to say this, we have to do this, we must not do this. And in actual fact, when it comes to religion, most of the time, it's all about what you cannot do as opposed to what you can do. But I'm all about what you can do. And in this case, all I can suggest is that you be a within. Know that you are the beast books, that the devil are battling against with God is your very self in its lowest state. And from time to time, we can trip up and fall back into that lower state of the devil. We can become that beast entirely. But if we are conscious, at least we know, because we are more than one in this body of Christ, we will win the battle. But there are some that have not even joined it. They are the ones that will lose. And you have to make sure that you are not one of them. You have to make sure that because of your consciousness, because of your unconsciousness, you have to make sure that you are in the battle and you are fighting to win yourself. Because remember, the grounds which the battle takes place is you. And this goes for each and every one of us. This battle we watch on the movie screens, the battles we face day to day, the battles we read about in the books, those where you can invest in those battles and know which side you need to be helping. Otherwise, if you remain unconscious to this fact, if you find yourself not aware of the fact that the battle you are aware of is taking place within, you will never ever come to the resolution that you have won. You have won over your lower self with your higher self. You are now a Christ. You are now anointed. So it's one thing to be conscious, it's another thing to make. Will keep on. The beast knows you are giving advantage to the light. So the beast is going to bring all that it's got. That beast within you will pop up when you're not even expecting it. Pop up out of nowhere. So you don't want such stress if you are unaware. You want to be aware so that you continuously battle, and you battle that with the light, with positivity, good vibes, high vibrations. That's how you do that. So always remember. Speaking of which, I just mentioned 18, right? As in me and you, all of us on this earth having this experience. We are the beasts. We are the 666. We are the 18. What happens at 18, at least in the UK? That's when the government, that's when the law, that's when the state declares that you, as an individual, as a child, I will add, have now become an adult. This is the state where I reside. They tell people, they tell children when they turn 18 that you are now an adult. That same 18 is 666. So now you're open to booze, alcohol. You're open to clubs. You're open to tobacco and all other things. So that in itself has a very deep message. The fact that when you turn 18 in the UK, you turn 666. I once had a debit card, a Visa, at the rear, the last 3 digits at the rear. Guess what they were? 666. And guess what year I had that in? 2013, when I went to Morocco. And I have a photo from Morocco that I took when I was on the highway coming from Messara back to Marrakesh on that debit card. Obviously the debit card's gone now because they changed it after a couple years, if not a year. I had the debit card with the numbers at the back 666. So I was being reminded by my debit card each time I paid for something online, each time I looked at the rear of my card, I was being reminded by Visa, which is a part of the universe. So the universe used Visa in that case for me. I was being reminded that I am the beast, I am the man, and I have to become a god. And this was in 2013. 13, the number of illumination, the divine feminine. 2013 is the number 6. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 3 equals 6. So that was just another, let's just say, a nail knocked in to my head to remind me that I am the 6. I am the 666. I am the beast. And I have to become a god if I want to be, because our free will gives us that choice. I could have noticed those synchronicities at the time. Well, I didn't know the word synchronicity, but I did pay attention. I found it quite out of this world, the fact that I had a debit card with the number 666 at the back. I found that, I knew that that was a sign, but what it was exactly I didn't till now. I know that I was being reminded that I am the beast that I read about and study about, and that I have to put in the work to become a god, to become a 667, because 667 is just one above the 666, so it's not far away. God is not far from you. God is very close by. So when you jump, when you shift from 666, from 18, from the booze, from the tobacco, from the clubbing, from the beast mentality, from the beast life, then you can go to 667 and be one with God. Be a God body. Be a superstar. Be one with the light. A light bearer. The rest of it, that's how simple all of this is. But it's not simple, is it? Because now that we have talked about it, now that we have thought about it, we now have to get to it. We have to reach that 667. Because just as we see the full moon, which passed not so long ago, it looks very close to us. But on a rocket, apparently, at the speeds that the rockets are going by, it takes a couple days from here to get to the moon. So who knows where that 667 is? But if you can spot it, at least you can start making your way towards it. But imagine you don't find it. Imagine you don't see it. You will remain a beast. You will remain the 666, and you will go under before you know it. So have a think of that. 666 is not good. It's not bad. It's just a reality. And the reality is you need to become 667. You need to become the beginning of your paradise. You need to earn it. You need to earn that stripe, that one stripe, that one tick, that oneness. So I'll go with that. I'll accept that. I will understand that 19, 1, the number of God. Just as I know those who take that number as God would understand my position on God as 0. So it's all love at the end of the day. We all know that we need to ascend. And that's all that matters ultimately. So forget about the details. Forget about the devils within those. Just focus on the essence, the higher sphere, the aura, the entirety, the globe, which is God. Peace.